Coach, what was your impression after this game? Can you analyze the game of Maccabi today?
Which one yours? Which one was yours?
Which one?
Was yours?
Okay.
Because if you ask me, it's because probably because when you ask, normally the media is not because it was.
No, I will tell you
I
the
know
facts.
there was
The
not
facts that you played with the third division team, very strong team, maybe second division
better
power.
than second division
But
player.
still, we didn't see a good performance from what I saw of Maccabi Tel Aviv today.
No.
So you agree with me? Okay, thank you. Good night. Can you explain why? Yes, that's the.
First, because we have in front a really well-organized team, and they knew what they had to do: close the middle and don't allow us to join the game in the middle. And secondly, because we were not, in the right position, no more than the right position. The players they couldn't find the right body shape to break lines, and it's why the game was so slow. If you realize after when we started playing with three. With the holding midfielder going backwards, the game was a lot easier because we made them with the fullbacks higher up to spread wider the midfield, and we could find better solutions. And it's when we have created 2 or 3 chances, and after nothing else. But the cup ties are the way they are, you have followed the FA Cup in England, 5 teams of the Premier League, they were knocked out in just one feature. In this case, this thing happens, and for me it was important the game. And one of the things I said to the players, I didn't want to win at any price, not at any price. For me, there were another targets, a part of the result that is really important to get in this game. And what another target sometimes is not easy, to find the right, formation, the right shape.
You have about 30 games this season in the Toto Cup in the Cup. Why don't Maccabi have a line of stability? Maccabi is not stable in the performance. One time you are very good, one time you are very bad. There is nothing in the middle.
I think we had a few periods of stability. I think the first 3-4 games they were quite good. After the 3-4-5 games until until Asdod. After, I think, even the results, they were not the right ones, but we were playing regularly. And after, I think, the main point, or the point that changed a little bit the way we were playing was the game against Hapoel Tel Aviv. I think until there, even in that game, we were really dominant. And with everything that was created there, I think we lost a little bit our tempo. And from there on, we have been up and down.
Coach, I want to ask you, as a foreigner guy who comes from a place like Spain, is the cup games are the same importance for you and for the staff as the league games? Do you give the same tension for the cup games? Or you say maybe to yourself, okay, maybe in the cup I can lose, the most important is only the league. I don't know, I'm only asking you.
The most important one is the league, for sure.
Okay.
For a club as Maccabi, the most important part of the season has to be the league. But the cup has its importance as well. But the question is that to get the league, sometimes you need players on shape. And the only chance for players to show themselves is the cup tie.
Okay.
In this case is why I said to you before, I didn't want to win this game at any price. I wanted to win this game with the opportunity of few players to show themselves, to go into the sharpness. Some players, they are coming from injury, as you know, and they need games, to show up themselves. And it's one of the targets, a part of the result.
You will continue also in the next stage, or on this?
No, we will see. We will see, depending on how the players are. Because, for example, today as well, we have 2 or 3 players that they were not available, and you cannot risk players when the main target of the club is to be champions at the end of the league. And the next target for the season is to be able to go to the Champions League. In this case, the cup is important, but not is the main target of the club. But of course, we are going to fight for the cup as well.
The coach of Ashkelon said that if Maccabi takes seriously that, she will win it.
Okay, we are taking seriously, yeah? We are taking seriously, but you know, sometimes I had one sentence that sometimes you have to lose the game with the players that everybody expects, and it's not my way. You know, for me, it's so important, you know, to get another target apart of the result, and especially as I told you before, you know, are players that if they are in Maccabi, it's because they have shown that they are good enough, or someone, or the club, or myself, they have decided that they are good enough. In this case, if they are Maccabi players, because I have not played with any under 19 players, I have played with players of the first team. In this case, if they don't, they cannot show, you know, that they are good enough. Maybe it's because they need time, because still some players they are coming from injury, because some of them they are not being regular enough. And the best part or most important part of the season is April for me. You have to arrive to the playoff with not just 11 players, maybe 16, 17 or 18, that any of them can play. And if you want to arrive in this stage to that period, you need these players to play. If not, just training, they cannot arrive on the right stage.
Coach, you said you knew Ashkelon was trying to close the middle, but still you decided to open the game without wingers. Can you explain why?
Sorry, who decided?
You decided to open the game with the lineup with no wingers, with the Ivan there and Lacher instead of the usual wingers.
I've been there wrong. I mean, there was not a winger.
Okay.
No, was in the midfield. There were Barakitsaki and Ben Reichardt. As I told you before as well, because for me was as important as the result and as important of the way of playing was that few players, they need games, you know, and these players, they should be on the pitch today, you know. They have to try to make the shape and sometimes sacrifice part of the game, but these players, they should be on the game for me today. And especially because I still believe that we could win the game with these players, because if I wouldn't believe that we could win this game with these players, they wouldn't be on the pitch, you know.
But at the end,
You feel that you are getting the most out of this team at this point of the season?
Always coming, for sure. I am the more critic with myself.
to continue your answer, at the end, you dress up Eran Zehavi and Eden Ben Bassat because you want to win the game.
Yes, of course. Yeah. And Alpha Javi was in the squad today because I knew that was not going to be an easy game against Askalaon.
Okay. I believe that you understand all these kind of questions about the cup because the last two foreigner coaches that were in Maccabi, Oscar Garcia and Paulo Souza, it looks like they didn't take this competition as serious as you take. So this kind of question came from.
Yeah, I don't know how they took, but I know as well that in the last season they lost against Ashdod, no?
That's true.
But
Yes.
looks that they had plenty of opportunities to win the game. In this case, sometimes it's matter of luck, no matter of that maybe the coach doesn't gives any importance or relevance to the cup. Sometimes it's part of luck.
Pako!
You should know that the club is very important to the team.
Yeah, but if I ask to the fans if they prefer to win the cup or the championship, they will tell me the championship. And of course, I want the three. And I told you from the beginning, the target we have set from the beginning with the players is to win the three. We will be able to, good enough to win the three of them. I don't know, but we are going to try it.
Coach, Sean Goldberg played today.
Yeah.
What have you seen from him in training that he got the start today, and he performed, I thought, extremely well. I thought he had good speed coming on the wings. He broke through the defense as well as a defender. What have you seen for him, and what do you see
First,
for his future?
first professionalism. From the first day he trained with me, his level of professionalism, his level of commitment, and I think he's a player that wants to get, wants to get his target, that is to be a professional player in the future. And I am really sure that he will get the target because he's got determination. He's a player that, he goes his training